What's up, Capricorn? Let's see what you can expect for the rest of October. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn placements. I'm getting something about cutting the front of the line, okay? Normally I'll do Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but for whatever reason, you guys wanted to, like, skip ahead. Also, too, I forget which card it was, but it was like a ticket in line, like somewhere here in this deck. Yeah, look, and he's holding a ticket. Judgment. He's holding a ticket there. So yeah, there's something here you guys want to like skip. I'm hearing skip to the good part. So I don't know what's going on right now for you guys or what you can expect, but it just feels like there's this level of impatience here between all of you, actually. Not between you, maybe between you and a person. Maybe you want something to finally get to where you want it to go. Maybe, I don't know. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. The Magician was hiding under the Page of Pentacles here. All right, take that here. And then you guys have the Queen of Swords here. Oh, with that Magician, it looks like you guys are busy kind of creating your own reality right now. It feels like you guys are kind of just doing whatever it is that you want. You're not really too concerned with like what other people want at this point in time. It just feels like it's like you season is what I'm getting. So some of you guys could be busy just kind of focusing on your next venture, adventure, your next conquest. There's just something here where it's like, if you're the kind of Capricorn that is focusing on building wealth, like that's all you care about right now. You're not dating. If you're the kind of Capricorn that is focused on love, then I do see you dating, but I see you being very specific now about who you're attracting. So a lot of you guys are just trying to get to wherever it is you're going. I'm hearing it's a marathon, not a sprint. So that's what I'm saying. It feels like you guys are trying to like skip like the process and just get to the ending of something here, okay? Here at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Seven of Swords. You have the Lovers. Could be dealing with a Gemini. And then you also have the Two of Wands here, okay? A lot of you guys could be strategizing to meet somebody here in the middle. It feels like there's a strong connection, especially if you're dating someone here. And this feels like new. It doesn't necessarily feel like if you guys have been in a relationship with someone here for quite some time. It feels like this is like a new energy. A lot of you guys do see yourselves in a relationship, but it feels like some of you guys right now are not really taking that seriously at this point in time. It's like some of you guys do want to, you know, happily ever after. You do want to get to your 10 of Cups. You want kids or whatever it is that you want, right, when it comes to your love life. But right now it just feels like you guys are kind of you're focused on other things. And with that Seven of Swords, it feels like you guys are cheating yourself out of an opportunity, or you feel like you cheated yourself out of an opportunity. If you're a Capricorn that's recently come out of a relationship with like a Gemini specifically, it feels like you cheated yourself out of something here because you could have fallen for something else. Okay? Yeah, Nine of Swords, you guys are stressed out. You're like, damn it, I lost my 10 of Pentacles. There's a realization here, and some of you guys are hoping for another chance. But I don't see this person giving you that, like, a second chance. For some of you, possibly, but for most of you, no. Okay, so if that is your storyline, that's what I see with that. Others of you, try not to be so fixated on the tangible, right? Which is, like, hard to tell a Capricorn that because you're a Capricorn. But essentially, it's like tangible things will always come and go. But if you guys are like meeting people, if you find that you're meeting people that are actually on your level, people that are actually like striking your interest, maybe they have a higher caliber status in society or something like that. It just feels like you guys could be passing up opportunities here because you think that something better is going to come along. And some of you guys are going to end up missing out on some really good opportunities with people because you keep thinking that something better will come along, okay? So, again, like, you could be trying to skip, right? Again, you're like, no, something better is going to come along next, you know? But it's like, you don't know, you could have, like, just turned away a soulmate. And just because they're soulmates doesn't mean that you essentially end up with them in this lifetime. It just means that there's an interaction and a lesson that you teach each other. And regardless of whether or not you end up in a relationship together, is whether or not you fulfill your end of that contract. So again, don't take your soulmates for granted if you do believe in that, or if you do end up encountering yours. All right, Two of Pentacles, what to expect For the rest of October, indecision for some of you guys here, okay? If you've been indecisive, it feels like you could be making a decision. Others of you, you keep kind of going back and forth in between people, places, or things here, okay? You could be dealing with an ex on top of someone that you're dating currently. Now, it's not necessarily that you're dating them both. It just feels like one is on your mind while the other is in your presence, okay? So I do feel like there is a little bit of indecision here. Also, too, you could have opportunities on the horizon where you're currently working where you are, but you're like, well, should I try and work somewhere else? Should I try and apply for a better position? I do see more money over here. Is that something I should be going towards? So you guys could be going back and forth a little bit, but I do see here that a decision does finally get made. It's only because you go from the Two of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles, right? You drop a pentacle. And by doing that, it's like you're committed. And once you're committed, then that's when you can start to see like the rewards and the balances take place, okay? So those of you that are genuinely kind of going back and forth trying to figure out what you should be doing, where you should be going, because there's a lot of frustration here. Like, look at his face, right? He's just like really frustrated. It feels like some of you guys need to get to your breaking point. Now, it's not something that's a necessity, but it's something that you could be like comfortable with, right? You're like, well, it's kind of like driving a beat up car, right? For the longest, the tires, you got to air up every morning. You got to always put in, coolant and stuff like that, and like just try to make it run every day. And then finally it like breaks down. You're like, yeah, fine. I'll get a new car. So that's what it feels like. Some of you guys are the type of Capricorns that need to get to a breaking point before you actually make some changes. And so Spirit knows this, obviously. The universe, God, Spirit, they recognize your patterns. They know who and how you are. So a lot of them are going to put you through some situations here. Every situation is going to be different. But if you're the kind of Capricorn that needs that final like straw, I do see you being delivered that, and from then you guys make better changes for yourself, okay? Let's talk about that Ace of Pentacles. A lot of you guys could be expecting pay raises here. You guys are going to be making more money some way, somehow. It feels like some of you guys could be taking on like a side hustle. You could be maybe working extra hours at work. You could be pulling extra shifts. It just feels like more money's coming in for you guys. Now, I don't know that you guys are necessarily saving for anything. It just feels like you want more money, whether this is so that you can enjoy your days off, whether this is so that you can create a better savings. Some of you guys could be saving for something huge. Some of you guys already have like your next summer trip like booked, and so you're like, yeah, I gotta save money for that. So there is something here about like money coming in for you at the right time, and it feels like you're gonna get an opportunity to see that. Some of you guys are gonna be working overtime. I am picking up on that just because of the frustration in that Two of Pentacles. You're like, damn it, like, do I really want to work more? But you're like, yeah, I kind of need the money. It's gonna be worth it, right? So that's what I really see here is like, if something is frustrating you or worth more, that like, you're like, is it gonna be worth the trouble? It is, okay? Because you're getting more money in your pocket, and that's what you want. So you're getting what you want is what I'm getting essentially here, okay? With that Ace of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles, I see some of you guys here, what you can expect is you guys may start to slowly invest in something new here, and that could like bloom into something better. So again, if you guys are like wanting to work more because you're trying to start a savings, I see that savings like growing faster than what than maybe what it has in the past. Also, too, it feels like you guys are going to be able to invest in something here, like maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys are starting to invest in your 401k. Maybe you're getting a Roth IRA. You guys could be slowly investing in the stock market. It just feels like you guys want to put your best foot forward here. You guys could be thinking about investment at this time. Maybe because of where you are in life, you're like, yeah, it's time that I really start to focus on my coins here. So money is like a really big factor right now for a lot of you guys. Okay, so again, it's like you guys could be doing multiple side hustles here in order to create more more abundance here. But again, with that Page of Pentacles, you guys be careful about like what you're revealing to people, like how much money you have and stuff like that, because it feels like you do have people around you that are like, hey, can I borrow this? And then they like never pay you back because they're like, oh, Capricorn has money, it's fine. So be careful with that. I'm really picking up on that, okay? Because Because it just feels like people want to ride your coattail. Or at least one person does here, okay? You could be dealing with a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is like if you have kids and they're old enough to work, okay? Stop. The advice here is like to stop funding them. Like, let them get a job, let them learn, okay? Whatever this is. There's something here about a life lesson for a younger earth sign here. With the Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Swords, I do see you guys slowly investing into this attitude here, or you could be dealing, again, with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It feels like you guys are investing in this new attitude here where you are feeling more in control. You're creating boundaries with people. You're allowing yourself to really just be in the moment here, okay? You're like, listen, like, I work hard. If I don't want to go out, I don't have to go out. And again, I was getting that whole energy of like, you guys are just in your own world right now. Whatever you're focused on is all you care about. So you're like, I don't really care if you think that I'm being rude or brash for setting up a boundary here. And you could have a lot of people that kind of come at you sideways because of that. But I just see you guys kind of standing your own, right? Like, if anything, you guys think it's funny. You're like, whatever, I'm not bothered. Like, I'm focused on me right now. I'm focused on my money. I'm focused on my man. I'm focused on my woman. Like, I'm just focused on whatever it is that I want to focus on. And that's just what that is. So I do see you guys just genuinely trying to, even though you're trying to stay in the moment, you're also trying to find ways, again, to like get to where you're going that much quicker. And maybe that's why you're staying focused, because you're like, yeah, like, it's going to be a long process, right? And you're like, I'm not really interested in being in that energy. I'm more interested in like, so some of you guys aren't even like present. You're just kind of thinking about like where you are, right? And like I said, you guys are manifesting. So that's part of your manifestation. Or a lot of you guys are already envisioning that, like where you want to be is as if that's where you are. So see a lot of you guys coming into, yeah, a lot of your manifestations coming to fruition here. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you guys in the next one.